It's a little cold this morning. Worked so late last night I didn't even fuel up the excavator, so got to fill that up. Got everything else fired up, thawing out. Let's go ahead and see if the roller will start. You want to turn the key on the roller, get it started. Sometimes it needs a little bit of assistance in starting when it's cold. Well, that was a lot better than it was the other morning. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good to go. Just need some windows to thaw out so we can see what we're doing. All right, first scoop on day 2. I'm going to lay another lift of clay in here and he can spread it out. This will be the last lift of clay from this side of the pond. Pretty much all the usable material that I could scrounge up from that hillside right there without getting into that rock and mess, and leaving enough clay to keep that covered on top of it. So we're just going to scoop and lay this over. He can spread it out, we'll pack it in, and then we'll go ahead and start cutting and hauling some clay from the hillside and backing it down here, getting all that put in place. Let's see, I think I can get a little bit farther and just kind of work my way back up the hill here. It got dark on us last night. Just decided to call it a day. We had been here since pretty much sunrise. I was tired and it was getting cold, and it's best just to call it a day. Got the heat back on. It's a little chilly in here. There we go. This thing machine's got some good heat in it. It will run you out of here. And a heated seat. Actually, Volvos have had heated seats for like at least the last 10 years. No, longer than that. Our 2004 B model had a heated seat in it. Up what I can here and lay it up here on the pond dam. You can spread that lift out. We'll get the compactor and roll that in, and then get set up on our next cut up top. I really wish all that was clay right there, but unfortunately it's all topsoil, so I'll have to move dirt twice, but I kind of knew that going into it. Because I came down here and dug my test holes. All about doing test holes and kind of knowing exactly what you're getting into. Dirt's a little steamy this morning. It's kind of chilly. The ground's warmer than the air, so therefore it steams. Just make all my little dirt piles like this, and then he'll come and knock them down with the dozer. And this lift will pretty much be done really quickly. Wrong way. cutting the edge of the pond in as I go. That way they have a kind of a reference of what the shape needs to be. People ask why I'm not using a scraper to do this, and I'm not saying it couldn't be done, but as erratic as the clay is here, there's a lot of just digging random holes and stuff like that. You just can't go and just start making a cut somewhere and expect to find clay, and it's on a slope and it's wet. Just that, and I don't have one. That's probably the key reason, but it's really wet. Even though it looks dry, I just don't think a two-wheel drive scraper would do very good. I'm not saying that I would never have one or use one, but there's just a lot of projects where they don't shine for me. Alright, well, let me finish getting this raked out, and we'll start loading. Getting our dam put in here. He's packing that lift in. I'm gonna dump this last, or spread this last load that got dumped out so he can roll that in, and we'll start another lift. So we are on like our third lift for today, and the dam's starting to get a lot more level, which is good. Still cutting this hillside out, so I'm just going to keep cutting my way back down the hill now, making the first cut up here just to kind of, I knew the clay would be the thickest up here from the test holes that I dug, and then just kind of work my way down the hill on the next cut. But yeah, everything's working out pretty good, and we still need a lot of dirt down there, though. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a ridge there right behind the roller, and the dirt pretty much has to go up to the height of that right there. So definitely a lot more dirt's got to be moved for sure. Clay's looking good. We're making our way farther on up the hill. Let's go down here and check this out. I think we need to roll in a lift now. Getting it done. Getting it done. Let him spread that out. I'll go jump on the compactor and get that lift rolled in. Starting another lift in and starting another cut. So got a person for every machine: the roller, the dozer, the dump truck, and the excavator. So our goal is to get this pond dam built today, which shouldn't be a problem. Knock on wood. Windows, door, metal, everything. And then tomorrow, bale all that mud and topsoil out of the pond and get it spread up here to fill all this in and grade everything. So I got a big goal in mind, and I hope everything goes as planned. of that one. Should have gotten to pull up a little bit farther. When it's at an angle, it's hard to load the truck because the bucket is wider than the truck in all directions. Let's go check out the dam progress. So on the last lift, we were still about 7 feet low in the center, so that ought to be about 5.5 now. After that lift, just keep cutting dirt out and filling it in. Luckily, this has got to come up to about the grade of that tree right there. Let's see if I need to come down here and pull some of that topsoil back. Yeah, I probably need to go ahead and build that slope in. That way we're not losing so much clay. I can pull all that material out, go ahead and put it in. So before we get too high up with the pond dam, I need to add just a little bit more on this corner on the slope right here. So I'm going to lay this dirt over, and we are blading it in there with the dozer just to kind of help shape this corner a little bit better. It needs a little more dirt down there on the end, and it's just going to be easier to put that in there before we get the dam too much taller. That way we can keep the width we're looking for. Beautiful topsoil. It's wet. I'm trying to save enough to be able to cap the top of the dam, which won't be a problem because we got a world of it right there. And get the back slope covered in topsoil so it will grow something as well. Cover up all this nasty red clay. I mean, it's beautiful red clay for a pond dam, but it won't grow nothing. I don't know. Sometimes red clay will grow stuff if you can ever get it established, but most of the time it's the not the red clay you dig out from 5 feet in the ground. Kind of loses all of its nutrients. All the way through the pond dam. I'm just going to swipe that away. That way it doesn't create a area where it could possibly leak. working this material down, and he can come behind me with a dozer and trim it out. Let's go check on them. Still need about 3 more feet right here. Probably about 1 more lift over top of that should have it. It'll be about 14, 15 feet wide up top. Come along, I need to rake the bed out again, it looks like. So I am starting the third cut for today. I'm not saying we're running out of clay, but we're using a lot of this hillside up, which I knew we would. But it also gives me a good place to put all the stuff out of this side of the pond that I cut out. But I'm having to get more clay than I have right there, so I'm going to cut this down and we'll just put a skim coat of topsoil over top of it, and then put the majority of it back up there to fill in that big step down, if that makes sense. And I'll just lower this section of the field down about 2 feet. Still got to come up to probably about the top of the dozer blade where he's at right there. So still a fair amount of dirt, but it should go pretty quickly now, since we only got to do about 2/3 of the dam, because over there where the compactor at, that's pretty much on grade now. Cut this down and mix all this together. This will be fine and dandy. And then I can go ahead and pretty much lay that topsoil over one more time, and it'll be close to kind of where it needs to go, so I'll be happy with that too. Then we can haul some from up there, or push it, or do whatever we need to get it the rest of the way. The rest of the day loading, because the sun's going to start going down behind the trees there, and is going to be in the full windshield, full of sun. It's always the little things. We gotta go see what happens since everybody has run off the pond dam. Somebody found me. Well, we'll hook a chain to it and pull it back over. It's just the little things. Well, one more lift of dirt and we'll have the pond dam where it needs to be, though. I'm gonna grab his. We're on a roller recovery. should be able to run it all the way through there. A little more. Hey, we can unhook it now. Well, it's been a good day today. The sun's going down, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video because you're not going to be able to see much. We got the roller recovered, that little whoopsie off the back of the slope there, but no harm, no foul on that one. Maybe 3 more loads to haul today. That should finish out the clay for the pond dam. We'll come back tomorrow, load out a little topsoil, throw it there on top of the pond dam. To cover up that clay. I got to touch up the back slope a little bit, kind of grade that out where it needs to go, and then start getting all this topsoil out of the pond where all those piles are, transferred up here between throwing it, pushing it, hauling it, whatever it takes to I'll probably just go up there and pull that slope down, but then we're going to take that topsoil and cover all this, and pretty much should get the pond dug tomorrow, and maybe a little bit more grading the following day.